going to do is kind of a part 2 to the video where I put up those barges. You're going to put the Scribe underneath the tiles. So basically what Scribe is, it's a thin piece of wood. I'll show you, that's it right there. It's just a little piece of wood that tucks under the tiles, finishes it off neatly. Does two things. Obviously one's aesthetic, it looks good, and the other one is because the gap becomes small between the tiles, no water gets into it. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to do it up that side and that side there. So I'm going to try and give you a little bit more of a detailed idea of how to do it. I have done one of these before, but I'll try to be a little bit more explanatory so that you can do it for yourself at home. Okay, this is the Scribe we're using today. It's about 10 mil thick. It's just a board. It's 105 wide and it comes in 3.6 meter lengths. So that's what we're going to use to cap it today. It's just a soft wood. It's not overly hard. The new ones are. The old ones are a different type of wood. They might be a little bit a harder wood, but they're all used for the same thing. So to start today, what we're going to do, we know the roof pitch up there is 20 degrees. So we're just going to cut this end on a 20-degree angle, so when we put it up it's cut correctly. Okay, cutting it on a 20-degree angle, it's pretty easy. Okay, so we're just going to use our speed square. You've got, obviously you've got your degrees on there, you've got your pivot point. You're going to take it to 20, which is right there. Oop. Just hold him in place and use this to get your angle. Gives you your 20 degrees, and make this a nice neat cut. There you go, Bob's your uncle. Now what we're going to do is along this we're going to put 3 nails just to tack it in place so that we can pin it to the barge board. So all I'm using to tack it on are just bullet head nails, 45 mil by 2 mil, and they're just general purpose. So that's all I'm using. Okay, so it's tacked on. It's actually a bit of an awkward length because it kind of falls right towards the end. It's too short, so what I'll probably do is cut it back there, so at least I'm dealing with the bigger piece here. So he's up, and then I'll put the little piece in here, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. So I'm going to tack it all in place, and then I'll show you how we cut with the tiles. So you can see we've tacked it all in place. We got away with the 3 pieces. So, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this scrap piece to get the correct measurements. I'll cut that off and I'll show you what to do to get the correct zigzag. Okay. Now, the measurement that I'm chasing is I want it to be, you'll see here, at least from here to there. So that's 270. So I'm probably going to make the piece of wood maybe about 450, because I would also like it to be long enough to come down to about here. So, 450 to 500, and I think you'll be good. I'm just going to square it up because this is rough cut. Okay, I'm going to come down 50 because we're making it 50 wide. And then come down another 50 and another 50. Now there's ways you can do that. You can draw the line. You'll see some carpenters will do something along the lines like this. I'll just put the pencil in like so, and just let it come down with the square. If it's a square edge, it should be 100% straight. So, and that's just what I'm going to do, because otherwise I've got to go back to the car. Right, and I said 500, about 530 long, so about 530 long, and you cut it to there. Now obviously if you've got a circular table saw, this is a lot easier, because I am having to do this freehand on site, which does change things a little bit. So that's the piece I want. I'll go show you what we're going to do with it now. So now we're up to marking the scribe. So basically all we're doing with that, that's 50 mil. What we're trying to do is move this scribe that way, 50 mil, to close in this gap. And the easiest way to do that is we just simply put the scribe hard against the bottom of that tile, and we're just going to draw a straight line like so to there. Okay, once we've done that, we're going to put it to the next one. Now, where you put it to the next one, you'll feel it. Try and get my hands out of the way. You'll see it catches on the back of the tile there. Mark that like so. Okay, you want that bit marked right there, because that's your triangle you're cutting out. And then what you're going to do with the next one is simply do the exact same. And we're working our way all the way to the top to put that in place, and it should just move straight up 50 mil. So that's our job now. Okay, so you can see it there. We've marked them all along. Now we're just going to pull those down, and we're going to show you how to cut them. We're back at the horses. Just take out your tacking nails. Look, you're going to nail back through those holes anyway, but they'll just get in the way of what you're about to do. So now with the square, you see where we marked the tiles? Because I told you to. We're just going to go off that straight down to wherever that triangle is. So on this one, it's there, and we're just going to go all the way along and do that on whichever piece we've got. Okay, so now I'm going to use a circular saw. It's what I use. It's not that hard. You can use, some guys use a jigsaw, you can hand saw it, it's up to you. I am going to go and cut all of the little triangles out. Okay, so we're going to cut down and we're going to cut the angle, and that's going to give you the bit that comes up and onto the tile. And try and be accurate. Alright, so just quickly, after you cut them all out, you'll find if you've used a circular saw, if you use a jigsaw, this won't be a problem. You'll have a little bit there because you're not going to cut past. You can use the long jigsaw, or just use a angle grinder. Take out those little bits so it's nicer. So use your angle grinder, take out those little bits so it's nice and crisp. So there we go, we've cut them all now. Obviously I didn't show you every aspect of that because, you know, there's only so many times you can show somebody cutting one piece of wood. And now, the moment of truth, we're going to put them up, we're going to see how they went. And you may have to do some small adjustments as you go. That's just the nature of the game, but hopefully they're good and we don't have to. Right, so he's all tacked in place. Pretty happy with that. All we got to do now is nail him off, which is just go along, put quite a few nails in him, and then just cut those ends so that they're straight up and down with the other wood. Nail the ends. That's what we're up to now. Nice. There we go. That's how it's done. Okay, so there he is. He's all done. Looking good. Tucked under those tiles nicely. So, hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, give me a like and subscribe on the upside. The more you do these, the better you get at them. So, if you've got one at home or you just want to try one out, I hope this helped you. Nobody ever showed me how to do this. Kind of figured it out. I haven't seen anything on the internet that shows us. So until next time, I will catch you later.